Imposter syndrome's a bitch, and here I'm gonna tell you why and how to overcome it. Hello, I'm Jouarie. I've made well over 10 short films between 2007 and 2017. I wrote, produced and directed my first feature, The Very Last Day, in 2018. I've shot news pieces and documentaries for TV networks in Europe, America and Asia. Brands and companies hire me to make corporate videos and advertising films for them. And yet, when it comes to going back to making content on YouTube, I can't help but ask myself, why should anyone listen to me? What makes me an authority? Am I good enough? I recently stumbled upon a video on YouTube by this young filmmaker, Abdil Sosa, claiming that he'd unearthed the secret to the ever-elusive cinematic look. I gotta say his findings are spot on. I can only encourage you to go on and watch it. I put a link in the description below. But what I found the most interesting in this guy's video is that in the last part, he documents himself trying to apply what he learned. By framing and lighting a series of shots of his mom, he didn't have the best camera and only one light to work with. But he did a fairly good job in the end, as he was solving problems and using techniques that I learned 10 or more years later than him. And then in the comments, viewers thanked him for his input and congratulated him for his efforts and results, and rightfully so. I was, and still am, truly admirative of Abdil. I had wanted to go back to making YouTube videos after a 3 years hiatus.
I would like to buy a hamburger.
I would like to buy a hamburger.
Roughly since January, while at the same time basically convincing myself that I wasn't good enough. And here comes this 19-year-old guy with more ahead of him than behind, sharing his thoughts, his findings, and his learning journey in the most genuine and humble way. Genuine?
Hamburger.
I would like to buy a hamburger.
Well, Abdil Sosa, you've taught me something about the whole content creator thing. You don't need to be an expert, or pretend to be one. To make YouTube videos about any subject, you just need the will to share. This brings me back to my old struggle with imposter syndrome.
Here's Johnny.
It doesn't matter where you are in your life, in your career, or the mastering of your craft. You are where you are for several reasons and events that made you you. And this is what your worth is. This is worth sharing.
My name is Bob.
Bob.
No matter what we contribute, there are lessons to be learned and inspiration to be had from all our respective journeys. And to that imposter syndrome that has been crippling me, the way that it may be crippling you now, I urge you to say,
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Your voice is as important as anyone else's. Just join the conversation. Contribute if you feel like it. And let's all learn together. I've been a full-time director for over 10 years now, and yet I'm miles away from having made it.
Thank you.
But if you'd like to know what it's like to be pursuing this career, with its ups and downs, its dreams and realities,
All right, roll sound.
Speed.
Roll camera.
Rolling.
tag along. I'll try to make videos sharing my adventures in filmmaking weekly. Until then, au revoir.